Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the no brushes makeup challenge. So I will be applying this makeup to my face without using any makeup brushes. And this video is actually a collab video with the beautiful Casey Eaton. I love doing collab videos, and I've been watching Casey's videos for quite some time now, and she's a Midwest girl as well, and I've really enjoyed watching her makeup, especially her tutorials. She has a great Instagram page as well, so I reached out to her and asked if she would like to collab. So I was really excited to team up to do the no makeup brushes challenge. I didn't realize quite how difficult it was going to be, or what products that I would have to just skip completely because there's no way you can do them without a brush. So it was very interesting. I didn't practice this at all, and I just kind of went with it, and it was a little nerve-wracking, but hopefully we made it through. I feel like my makeup is much lighter than it normally is for when I jump on YouTube or do a tutorial, but I did use a few different products in here too, so hopefully that's something new from the normal that I would normally do. But I hope you will check out Casey's channel and her no makeup brushes challenge video as well. I will leave her links to her YouTube, to her video, and to her Instagram page down below, and I sure hope you will go give her some love and tell her that I sent you. And now, if you would like to see my no makeup brushes makeup tutorial challenge thing, you know what I'm saying? Yep. So I'm gonna start with my eyes, and I'm going to use a couple of Colourpop eyeshadows, and I'm using Colourpop because they say that you can use a brush with Colourpop products, but they also work really well with your fingers. So there's going to be a lot of Colourpop in here, but I thought we would see how that works. I've actually never applied Colourpop with my fingers. I just always use my brushes for everything, so this is going to be interesting. But first I'm going to come in with Plaid, which is a green. This is what it looks like, and I've already hit pan on it. Here we go. Alright, so I did prime my eyes before I hopped on camera like I normally do. So I'm just going to come in and place the green down. It feels weird not coming in with any sort of transition color or doing any sort of blending to start off with, but what do you do? And maybe this was really dangerous to do with a dark color. But again, I've already started. No going back. Okay. Okay, so I have the green applied. I don't feel like it looks the greatest, but I tried to use lighter pressure as I went up to give it sort of a blended gradient effect. I don't know about that though, but okay, we'll just keep going. I will do the other eye. This feels weird. This feels weird, feels wrong. Okay, I feel like maybe this eye was doing a little bit better than the other one, but I feel like I'm getting so much shadow here in the dark recesses of my eyes, and I don't really want it there because that kind of makes you look like you have a black eye, especially when I'm using such a dark shadow. But you know, what do you do? It's supposed to be fun. My blood pressure shouldn't be up. The first green shadow is on, looking great. Then I'm going to come in with So Quiche, and it's basically, to me, it's what I use as glitter. This is what it looks like. It's got purple and green hints to it, but then it also has flecks of gold glitter, and it's really pretty. And this eye look is actually what I did on the Super Bowl, I think, and I got a lot of compliments on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pat that over the plaid. Feels weird touching my eye. That does not feel natural. Like I said, I never use my fingers to do my eye makeup, but okay. So I'm just gonna keep putting the glitter on. And I do this too when I did it like normal. The one time that I did this look, like I did a lot of the So Quiche applications. So I'm just gonna keep going in as many times as I think I need and putting So Quiche over the plaid. I feel like I'm getting more fallout when using my finger than I am using a brush, and that just like does not seem... I would not have guessed that I would have more fallout using a finger versus using a brush. The unblendedness of this look, because usually no matter like what it is I'm doing, I always come in with some sort of transition color in my crease to blend everything. I did it with this look. I do it with about every look. It just feels like it looks weird. Uh-oh. Row. Just gonna wipe that away like it was never there. This is why I always do my eyes first. It's just easier that way. Okay, that's all I'm doing for shadow. So I'm gonna switch to my face. I'm gonna come in with the Too Faced Primed and Poreless primer to prime my face with. This primed and poreless, I teamed up with a couple girls from Instagram, and we're doing a 6 by Summer series feature. I don't know what you want to call it, but basically we found 6 items around our house and we are determined to use them by summer. And this Too Faced primer is on there. I have had this primer for so long, like it's ridiculous. And you know, you buy new things and then you stop using the things that you do have, and then you buy more new things and then you stop. So when Kayla from Polished and Bubbly asked me to do this, I was like, that is a really good idea. So I can leave my post to my Instagram page below. And then on there, all the other girls are linked on there as well, so you can see what they chose. But I think it's a really good idea, especially if you like to declutter like me. For my like foundation-ish, I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream. It's an 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Skin Perfector. This is what it looks like. I decided to go with this because normally I don't when I do makeup tutorials. Ooh, this is a new one. I'm not going to use this one actually. Hold please. So how could I forget that this is the one that I'm normally using, because it's the exact same thing. It's the Maybelline BB Cream 8-in-1 Beauty Balm. But this is one that my dog has gotten to. Can you see like the chew marks up there? And this was almost brand new. I think I used it 2 times when she got a hold of it, and I was so upset. And my husband's like, I'll just duct tape it. And I was like, okay, because I didn't want to like call it quits on it, and I went out and bought another one just to be on the safe side, but I have yet to open that one. But that's why my poor BB cream looks like that. But I decided to use this, like I was saying, because I don't normally use BB creams on camera. I'm doing more of like the typical foundation, but also when I use BB creams, which honestly is quite frequently, like I don't like to wear heavy foundation every single day, and that's probably not the best for your skin. I like to use this, but also I use my hands. I don't ever use a brush with my BB cream. So I was like, hey, why not introduce BB cream to my channel? So I also, for whatever reason, did not look in the mirror at any point that I was doing that. So gonna check me over here. Usually when I use a BB cream, it's not as full coverage as a foundation, obviously. So I usually come in with a powder, but I don't feel like I can come in with a powder because how would you put powder on without a brush? Like, you can't, right? Okay, so keeping it rolling with my face, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is another one that was in my 6 by Summer. So I'm going to use this, and I've been watching some of these videos, and a lot of the other girls are saying like you can use the applicator, but then you got to use your finger. Apply it and then use your finger. Days where I don't use foundation, or like I'm going for a more like natural face look, I won't do concealer like all over my face, and that's what I feel like today is going to be. And I feel like it's going to be hard enough to try to like blend this with my finger, but I'm going to give it a try. So that's why I'm only going to do it on my under eyes. I typically will always do concealer on my under eyes. Like, they just need it, especially because I've had a sick dog. And we have not been getting a whole lot of sleep because she's up all night coughing. So yeah, definitely always do concealer under my under eyes. But I don't typically always do it all over the rest of my face. Like, I don't always need that type of like highlighted look. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and I'm just trying to make it a little bit easier on myself. This is like it's not like super hard to blend out, but it's not it's not my Morphe G2, I'll say that. And I usually try to use my concealer to like sharpen up any sort of like eyeshadow or clean up any eyeshadow, like right here on the edge. So I'm trying to like do that as well and just pretend that my finger has grown bristles, you know. No big deal. I'm just going to kind of run my fingers with the concealer over places that maybe I would normally do it at, but I don't feel like that looks too bad. But also, like, no one has been using setting powders that, like, in the videos that I've watched at least, because, like, how do you use your fingers for a powder? That seems hard. Also, I can't really use a bronzer or a contour because I went through all of my bronzers and everything, and there's nothing cream based, and so powder is just like, is not really gonna work. But again, we're going for a more like simpler face look, bit of a bolder eye maybe, so maybe this won't turn out looking too crazy, or maybe it'll turn out looking really crazy. I don't know. Now I wish I had some Colourpop bronzers up in here. So for blush, I'm going to use Between the Sheets from Colourpop. It's just a really nice pink. And I don't think ever in my life I have put on blush with my finger. None of this feels right. Like, none of this feels right. Oh, but it's actually going on my cheek. I don't know if it's in a good way or not, but I mean... Okay. I mean, that's maybe not the worst thing ever. Oh, this feels weird. When Casey and I were first talking about doing a collaboration, and we were both kind of like, what should we do? Should we do a makeup tutorial? Should we do something fun? We were like, let's do something fun. And I just like popped on YouTube and typed makeup challenges. And I feel like this was one of the first ones that came up, and I was like, that's a great idea. And so I emailed Casey and she was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I started looking at videos and I was like, oh, this might actually be a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be, but that's okay. We're getting it. How does my blush look? I feel like my blush never shows up on camera, and I keep adding it, and then my husband comes home and like thinks I was auditioning to be a clown or something. He's like, what? I'm like, blush never shows up on camera. It's not my fault that I look this way. I feel like that's gonna have to be pretty good for blush. Yeah, that doesn't seem too terrible. Let's move on. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my eyes and use this Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Gel Pencil. I have recently become obsessed with this thing. I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna apply this in my waterline. Smudge it just slightly too on the lower lash line. So instead of doing eyeliner there, I'm just gonna smudge it just slightly. Still feel like my eyes just like look different. For mascara, I'm gonna come in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and just apply this. I'm not gonna use false lashes. I'm not gonna use false eyelashes. I feel like between using like my BB cream, not using any bronzer, like I'm just feeling more like casual, if that makes any sense. But also I don't use false eyelashes every single day, and I feel like I've used them quite a bit in my like recent real makeup tutorials, so it's gonna give my lash is a bit of a break, so that's why I'm going with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, because I feel like it's the next best thing to having false lashes. For highlight, I'm going to come in with Puppy Love from Colourpop. It is technically an eyeshadow shade. That's how it was like marketed and sold as, but I think it's a really beautiful highlight. And I did have a couple of other highlighters, like this Mary Luminizer that I've been using the mirror for. I frequently will use my finger as a highlight instead of a brush, but for some reason I've been using so much Colourpop, I was like, I'll just keep it rolling and use Puppy Love as a highlight. And hopefully you guys can tell that I think it makes a pretty darn good highlight. I'm gonna come in a couple times and really like highlight the face, because that's what I feel like I do when I don't do like heavy makeup, or like in my simple eyes and flawless face makeup tutorial, like I really focus on the highlight in those situations, because I feel like they can just bring such an oomph to the face. Even though we don't have on like a classic foundation or a lot of bronzer, a lot of setting powders, or you know, blah blah blah, we can still have a really flawless looking face, a bright face, a healthy glow, and all that good stuff. So then for my lip, I want to keep it nude because I feel like a bolder lip would kind of like wash out my face a little bit. So I'm just going to come in with Truffle Tease, and this is from Maybelline. It's one of my favorite lipsticks. I reach for it all the time. It's just a really pretty light brown nude. I think I did it. I feel like I'm like missing steps because I'm doing things like how I would not normally do it. Like I've seen people a lot with the no mirror makeup challenge that people are like forget what it is they're supposed to do next, because when you're thrown out of your routine and like doing different things, it's like hard to remember what I might have missed. So hopefully this was everything to do that I could do. So crushed it, guys, and this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was definitely a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be to make. I actually got really nervous when I was thinking about this and the other day, and I was thinking like what shadows I could use or what I like to do, etc. I was like, wait a second, can I use concealer because there's an applicator brush, and can I use mascara because you have a wand? And so that was when I finally got on and started watching other people's videos and seeing what they were doing. So I kind of like knew what to do and making sure I wasn't skipping too many steps or making sure I wasn't like cheating at any way. But yeah, I think this is my first like challenge that I've done on my YouTube channel. I haven't done like the no mirror makeup challenge. I haven't done like the 3-minute challenge is one I've seen going around. So I was a little bit nervous for it, but I'm really glad that I did it, and I'm very excited that I got to collab with Casey on this video. Once again, be sure to head to her channel and show her video some love as well. Let her know that I sent you. Hopefully you will subscribe to her channel as well. If you guys are from Casey's channel, then thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you will subscribe to my channel as well. I do have a giveaway that will be coming up at 2,000 subscribers that I'm very excited for. I also have one coming up on my Instagram for 5,000 followers that is coming up as well that I'm very excited for. So all of my links are always in the description box below, as well as I will link all of the products that I used in this video. And I think that is all I have left to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was fun. It was something a little bit different on my channel, but I had so much fun making it. Thank you, Casey, for collabing with me again. And I can't wait to watch your video and see how you did because this was fun. This definitely was a challenge. This was a challenge. But I hope you will give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe before you leave, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.
Colourpop without a brush, but I can't open it, so... Oh my god, I really...